The figure shows two square walls. The length of each side of the wall on the left is x meters. And the sum of the perimeters of the two walls is 120 meters. In part A, we need to express the total area of the two walls in terms of x. This is pretty straightforward. We have the length of the side of the wall on the left, x meters. What about the wall on the right? The length of the side equals the sum of the perimeters of the two walls, 120 meters, minus the perimeter of the first wall, 4x, divided by 4. And we get 30 minus x meters. Then we can express the total area of the two walls like this. Simplify the expression and we get the result, which is a quadratic function. In part B, we need to determine whether the total area of the two walls can be less than 450 meters squared. To determine whether a quantity can be less than a specific value, we shall consider the minimum value of that quantity. If the minimum value of the area is equal to or greater than 450, obviously that means it cannot be less than 450, so the claim is incorrect. Otherwise, the claim is correct. Conversely, if a question asks us to determine whether a quantity can be greater than a specific value, we shall consider the maximum. Also, this is an EYA problem. For this problem, we can tackle it by a three-step approach. Step 1, find the minimum. Step 2, determine whether the total area can be less than 450 meters squared. Step 3, write down the conclusion. We have expressed the total area in terms of x in part A, which is a quadratic function. To find its minimum, we can use the method of completing the square. First extract 2. Then add and subtract the square of the half of negative 30. Then the function can be written in this form. From it, we can find that when x is 15, the function is at its minimum, and the minimum is 450. Let's check if this is a feasible solution. Apparently, the lengths of the sides of both walls must be positive. So the value of x must be between 0 and 30. 15 is in this range, so it's feasible in this situation. We've got that the minimum total area of the two walls is 450 meters squared. In other words, the total area of the two walls cannot be less than 450 meters squared. The last step, write down the conclusion. The claim is disagreed. That's it.